Hey guys, welcome back to my videos. If you're new here, welcome. I am Beatrice, this is my channel. But if you're not new here, welcome back. And yeah, today's vlog, I hope you've seen it in the thumbnail, but today's vlog is going to be about putting on lashes. Basically, it's just going to be a tutorial in a way of how to put them on. So but these are gonna be lash clusters, and they're gonna be these, which is by the Silky brand. So these are it. You could get them at your local beauty supply store, or like any type of store like Walgreens, something like any type of local store that you know sells like a makeup aisle and all that. You could get them anywhere, but today we're gonna put them on because tomorrow I have orientation for school. So yeah, but with that, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it today. So today you're gonna need any type of tweezers. Usually I use like this one because I don't have the luxury of having a regular lash what is it called, how would I say this, tweezers, there you go, I forgot the word for a second. But yeah, and I am putting it on with the Super Strong Hold Eyelash Adhesive Clear Glue. So yeah, the only reason why I'm using glue is because of I did not buy the one where it comes with the lash bond and also a lash like seal, because I don't know why. I don't know why it went over my head when I was buying stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. We could deal with it, and yeah. But for me, these lashes, I don't know why, because like other people, it does and doesn't, depending, I guess, on the person. But for me and my sister, like I had taught her how to do her lashes in a way, by like taught meaning like I just guided her a little bit and sort of like, well, like to do it a little bit up, to do a little bit on the side, and then just like, you know. But with that, like me and her, our lashes like lasted us like 3 days, but that was because of, for us, we're not used to wearing lashes, and especially lashes for our eyes specifically, because our eyes are really tiny, and since our eyes are really tiny, there's not really a lot of lash strips or a lot of lash things to like for us to put in it. And plus mascara is like, yes, it is good, but like it's too like, for me, I can't really say for her, but like for me, I hate it when my lashes get stuck together. Like I want it to look like if I were to just like have it up like this, because of I already have a lot of lashes, but my lashes are very straight and very like down, so you can't really see them at all. Like you know that they're there, but you can't see unless like I go on the side and then you can see it like that. But that is just like, I don't know. And like I can't just have them curled up and just like have the luxury of them staying up, because they really don't. So yeah, but basically what we're gonna do is do these, and yeah, that's gonna be the video. But I'm also gonna do my eyebrows too, so you guys are gonna see that by doing my eyebrows, meaning like I'm just gonna fill these in, because for me, I got very thin lashes. They're thickish but thin. Also, the TV, I was gonna watch YouTube and I was gonna do everything, but I was just like, instead of me doing that, I should really go and post a YouTube channel, because I have not been consistent, and that's the thing I lack, because of your girl had went on summer break, did what is it called, my graduation and everything, so I already graduated, but I didn't post for that at all. I didn't record. I'm very much into the moment person. Like I don't pick up my phone and like record, because sometimes I don't think it's like good like content and everything, so it's like not really good content to go, because I was just like, you know, I don't know, it's like something that like I don't really know how to like edit as much, because of, you know, I'm just beginning, I'm just doing all this, so all I know is like how to like just cut like things out, or just like, you know, kind of like edit where it's like that. But I don't know, but all I know is that like with everything I'm trying to get better. Hopefully getting better soon. But we're trying. But anywho. But besides that, I haven't been posting because, like I said, graduated already. Been doing all this other stuff for my college and everything. So yeah. But it's okay. Because of tomorrow, I really gotta go and see if I can or cannot go and record. We're gonna try. And that's gonna be like a big step for me because of I be getting shy. Because one thing to know about me, I am shy as hell. So yeah, that's the only reason too. Another thing. So it's like ups and downs with it, but it's okay. But besides that, let me go and get into the tutorials and all that, and let me like actually show you guys. So basically what we're gonna do is first map yourself out in a way. That's all I can say is map yourself out. See how many like clusters are you gonna use. Depending on your clusters, some of them have numbers, or you could be like, oh, like I'll do 2 10s and everything, so I'll do like a 5 or like a 9, like stuff like the smallest one to the biggest. For me, I do not have that, so it's just basically guessing, but it's okay because we got it. Yeah, we got it, but it's okay. But besides the point, what is it called? I'm gonna do these up here, but bad thing is though, I'm running out. But it's okay because I have a whole nother pack. But the only reason why I was running out of this one is because of my sister was also doing it. Also, don't mind the pack too. It's just like it's not the best, but it's okay because of it's my palette menu. So you know it's going on my eyes, not anyone else's besides my sister whenever she buys it. So yeah, it's okay, but she bought her own. So in my defense, it's not bad. But besides that, I'm gonna go into doing this one. So it's gonna be maybe this last one, depending if it comes off of the glue, right? Because it was giving me problems last time, so that's the only reason why it's still up here and why I already went down here. But what is it called? Other than that, I'm gonna do this one. I'm most likely gonna probably do, because all of these are the same, about this one's a little bit more fuller than the other one, but these ones I'm gonna use for the inner corners. So these are gonna be my inner corners, and I'm probably gonna do one of these, probably some of these, because of these. Yes, it does look the same a little bit, but they're not. They're longer and a little bit fuller, and then there's less fuller. So this is less fuller, this is like a little bit more fuller than that. But when I say that, even though it looks like about the same, you can see there's like a couple lashes more in there than this one. So what we're gonna do is do this, then probably one of these maybe, and then do this one, and then see from there, because like I try to use the minimalist of like 3 to 4. I don't think I have tried 5 yet, but we're not gonna do that because I want to try to have it as natural as possible, but like not as much. Like still want to be dramatic and all that. Why am I doing this all for orientation? Because I'm about to meet a bunch of people that I don't know, but it's okay. I gotta like, you know, not be, how would I say this, presentable. There you go. I gotta not be presentable. So anyways, so these are all my tools, and then get an eyelash curler. Eyelash curler, that part. But anyways, so you got your eyelash curler, your glue, your what is called tweezers, and your lash clusters, which you're also gonna need, which is the main thing out of all of this, because I know that for me, I'm not gonna want to go all the way over there and put on these lashes. No. So what you're gonna do is get yourself a small mirror. I'm fortunate to use this one. This one my friend gave me. So yeah. This is it. But what is called? I'm gonna use this one because of I currently cannot use the one that is setting on my phone. because it is setting up my phone. But besides that, all I know is that you're gonna need this, which that's gonna be a big help. So you're gonna see me putting my things a lot like this side, and I'm gonna zoom in here and there, or I will use the phone camera to go and direct in a way. So yeah, but let's get started, because I know this video has like turned really long for no reason, but at the same time, your girl like can't stop yapping, because yeah, because I feel like every time I pick up like these, oh yeah, you're gonna want to grab it from right here. Do not make the same mistake that I did and was trying to go from the bottom. Do not do. Trust me. Yeah. Learn my mistakes. Learn from my mistakes, because it comes off really easy. But yeah. But where was I at? All I know is that when I forgot, when I was going and making these videos, a lot of the time I would yap a lot. So that's why I say like, oh my bad for yapping too much, because of I could tend to carry away and just like too much into the moment to being like keep on talking and all that. So yeah, and that's where it's just like it kind of is bad, because a girl over here is not good at just like shutting up. So yeah. But I pulled out my lash that I want to use first, so that's gonna be the one that I have out. I pulled out from the second row from the top, so yeah. But other than that, I'm gonna go and curl these lashes. You want to make sure that these lashes are really like up, because of when they're straight and down like how mine are, they are very hard to work with, because of they don't go and like they get in the way too much. So the way how these are right now, you know, see the like way the difference is. Basically these ones are all the way up, these ones are not, but you could tell that they're still like, you know, are there. But you're gonna keep constantly getting hit by the thing like so many times, to the point where it's gonna be like, it's not gonna look right, because you're gonna have a bunch of lashes that are pointing up, and then you're gonna have your lash down, and then it's just gonna look weird. So what you want to do is, like I said, curl your lashes as much as you can. And I like to go in like a couple of times, because my lashes are really long. I had gotten complimented at my Sweet 16 about my lashes when she was putting lash strips on me, because I had a makeup artist and all that. It was just a random like family friend, but anywho, but she was working on it. But basically she said someone had really long lashes than the lashes that she was using, which I loved and was so happy off of, because I was using a lash serum. Low-key, they work a lot and all. Yes, I did, like my lashes kept going and losing them and all that, but that was because of like me rough handling them. And like every time I use mascara on this, so you could tell that there's like mascara stuff on that. We're not gonna talk about it. Anywho, what is it called? A lot of the mascara, like since it would be like still wet and all that, I would go and curl them and they'll come off with it. Like not all of them, not all crazy like that, but like, you know, like 1 or 2 lash would come off and all. So that was really bad. But I had gotten this new lash serum that was from Korea, and it's called My Lash, and it says My Lash Serum. So it's by Etude, and I want to say is working wonders, because of I stopped using my previous one, which I don't know which one that one was, which was kind of bad of how I found it, because I have a lot of stuff in my house that I don't even know that we've been having. But I had went and found it because my mom had it in one of her drawers, so I grabbed it and I started using it a lot more. And for hers, it was like kind of like a paintbrush tip and everything that I was able to do. And what I would do a lot was put it all right here, like on my lash like roots and all, and then I'll put it on my regular lashes, and that would actually be really good. And the thing is with me doing that like consistently, because I was consistent for a bit, and then I kind of like fell off and like stopped doing it. But the only reason why was because of I am not really consistent when it comes to things, which is really, really bad, and one of my red flags. It's like, ugh, bad. But it's okay because of I still try to be like doing it here and there, because usually I would forget about things because I would be like too stressed out with multiple stuff, which kind of like was terrible because a lot of the time I would forget to do things, and then I would like need to be consistent for a couple things and all that to like get the results I wanted, and be like, oh, why the heck, like, why don't I see the results? I've been using this thing for like a minute now and then nothing. But it's the consistency that you have to keep up with, and that's something I lack, because the first 2 weeks I'll be like, yeah, I'm consistent and everything, yeah, you know. And yes, I've been seeing like I did start seeing like a little bit of progress, but you need to continue it out as much as you can, and basically have it as an everyday thing that has you as your night routine, because you know you're consistent, you're keeping up with it. And for me, I was not doing that because of every time I would have those days where it's just like I'm too tired, I'm either too like worked up and all that, and that's where it's just like bad, because the thing would be is like I'm very much like not doing anything and not keeping up with it because I already forgot about it. So with that, it would cause a bad habit and all, which I take fully responsibility that is my fault, which I don't want you guys to do that. So like I say, be consistent and everything. Very hypocritical for me to say, but I've been trying, and like literally been trying to keep up with things more, because I can't keep doing stuff like that. Yes, it doesn't affect me as much, but like, you know, I don't want it to the day like it does affect me so much. So yeah, but I be like using this a couple times, so this is like really good. But yeah, but back to the topic of what we are doing is do my lashes. So I have both of them curled up right now, as you can see in the lighting. I have to get really close to the camera because of my lighting is like there, but it also isn't, because and I got this as a light, and yeah, I'm not gonna pay the whole thing for like a whole big thing for it. So yeah, but besides that, anywho, right now I'm like currently like tilting it up. If you have a mirror that like tilts in a way like where you're able to move it like up or down, that is gonna help you a lot, because of either what you can do is basically have it tilt up like this, where you could have it angled as what is it called, where you could angle up, as you can see like right here, where you can see the root of your lashes close to your waterline. So what you're gonna see it right here, you're gonna put the lash clusters at least about here, not exactly on your waterline. You can see the difference. The difference is, what is it called, what is connecting your lashes and what is basically your waterline. And basically, for what you want to do is put it directly on the root of your lash under it. And for me, like the way how I do it is so different than the way how like everyone else does it, because of how I do it is, what is it called, I do it where I am going and having the glue like really on it because I want it to stay. But everyone else is different. Everyone else is like, you know, their own person. But if you're using a bond or a seal, that I haven't learned yet. But if you are, I'm sorry, but I don't think this video is for you. But if you still stood until this time, thank you. But besides that, we're gonna get started. So yeah, but you're gonna need as much as silence as possible, because you really gotta focus with this first lash. But besides that, these are sticky. Why are they sticky? Oh my god. Okay, let me get And I think also don't mind my thing. I had a graduation party not that long ago, so all of my stuff is still right there. But anywho, this has all my things in them. But I currently lost a couple of, what is it called, things, because everyone asks me where like our tweezers are and everything, because of they lose their packs. So then it's just like they cost to use mine, and then it's just like, you know, everything is lost. But that's what you get for a family of 6. So yeah, so I got 3 brothers. Well, not even 6. I can't do math. Oh my god. I need to go back to school again, because gosh. But a family of 5. I keep saying 6. It's like me and like my 3 other siblings and my parents. To heck, I'd be. Anywho, besides the point, it used to be a family of 6, but like it not anymore. But that was like a long time ago, so we're not gonna talk about it. Okay. So yeah. But besides the point, you want to get your lash glue. You want to put it on the tip of your thing. What I mean by that is, I grab mine like this so then I can be able to put it on. You can, depending on how you're putting them on. If you're putting them on how I do it, then for me, I put them on right here on the linings. So you want to put it on the line and just like let it go. You're supposed to go and let it sit for 20 seconds to let the glue get all tacky and everything. But what I also like to do is, because of they're going like this, they're gonna be in that motion, so you're gonna have your stuff and you're gonna put it like that. But I like to go and put a little bit, not a lot, and trust me, not a lot, because then you're gonna have them on your lashes and on top of your thing. But you know, like how where it starts getting off to like the regular lash, I like to put it a little bit right there. The only reason why is because of that is so then it can stay on my lash and everything, so my lash is holding it as well as my root. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna blow on it for a little bit. You could either blow on it or you could do what I do, which what I do is not the best, but it's efficient. It works for me, and it worked for a little bit for my sister. Is you could right away put it on top of your lashes already. The only reason why I do that is because of it takes me a minute to put them on like how I want it and everything. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna place it on like this, and you're gonna do it 2 lashes from your inner corner from over here. So you're basically your outer corner. What you're gonna do is have it 2 lashes on your lashes. So inwards, because of you don't want to put on the last 2 of your lashes, because of you're gonna have your eye irritating badly, and it's gonna keep going because you're gonna keep blinking, and then it's gonna go right there, and you don't want that, because who does? Unless you like that, then that's on you. But for me, I'm gonna do it where it's not. And my glue got tacky and all, which is good, but I'm gonna place it all right here. And for me, I push it up a little bit more to help it, but you could see my other eye getting watery because of I blink too much, and you can see it's already on there. But what you're also gonna do is grab your other lashes and all that. I want to get you a heads up warning. When you're doing this, you're gonna get your things really sticky. If your tweezers are already sticky, you gotta be careful, because of it could potentially go and take the lash with it, because of the glue taking it back. See, like this. But you don't want that to happen at all, because you have to push up on your lashes and all, which we're gonna hope and pray that this goes back on how it was supposed to. So yeah, but anyone who's doing lashes for the first time, which this is like basically my fourth time doing it. You could use the back thing of your lashes. A lot of people that would basically do lashes would tell you use the back of your tweezers. The only reason why is because you're gonna push it up and you're gonna push it into your lashes, and then you can also pinch down. So you're gonna grab your lashes that are your natural lashes and the fake lash and push them together to look as natural as possible, because you don't want them to look all janky and not together. What I also like to do too, which is very helpful in this case, because my thing is like working with me, but it also isn't, is you're gonna go and let it sit for a bit, which is just like a little bit. You're gonna keep pushing up, you're gonna keep doing it, because of once you know your glue is dried and it's already like on your lash, because like you know, like how it took me a minute and like I messed up a bit. Well, basically that's gonna happen, and with that, since it's gonna happen, you gotta go and work fast when you're fixing your mistake, because in every person, when they do lashes for the first time, you make a mistake, and it's totally natural, it's totally fine, because of, like I said, everyone does it. And you want to make sure that your lashes are okay and that they're still on, because of I could still feel the glue. As much as, what is it called, I took long to go and put stuff on, I still was able to do it. So yeah, but the glue is fine, the lashes are okay. So yeah, but like I said, you're gonna pinch it for a bit to go and make sure they're going. And yeah, but that's your first lash. And what you're gonna want to do is, after you do your first lash, you're gonna want to go in and do your other lashes. So I'm gonna do them off camera of doing my next lash. So I'm gonna do basically my outer corners. Once I do both of my outer corners, we'll come back and do the next step. So I will be back. Okay, and we're back. Well, I basically just glued down this side, and I accidentally got it a little bit on my waterline, but it's okay, because of you are gonna make it a mistake like that when you're first doing the lashes. And what you want to do is you're just gonna want to push it up a bit, as much as until it stops irritating your eyes, because when you know you're putting it on wrong, what you have to do is you have to go and put you have to lift it up. So you have to put your finger up close to your eye where the lashes is, specifically where the one is bothering you the most. And you gotta check that you made sure that you didn't go on your waterline, because a lot of people make that mistake, including myself. And what you want to do is just try to just lift up the lash. You could use whatever you have. If you have this, use this part. You could just lift up as much as you can, and it should stop irritating you. If it's fully irritating you to the point where you keep lifting up, you keep doing this, you keep going, and it's not because of the glue isn't like drying fast enough for you, it's like literally irritating your eye, please, and I mean please, take off the lash. Right now I like it how these are, but that's because of my lashes are like this, and like kind of like catches up a little bit with the lash clusters. What I'm gonna do is, since I just put down this lashes, I like to curl them into them because my lashes do tend, and I mean they really like to go and get on my nerves and not stay up. And what I do is just curl them when you have your lashes on already, so then they stay up a little bit, so they're good. This one's a little bit more up and a little bit more curled than the other. You don't have to curl your lashes if they're already down. But I do it is because of to have them a little bit more arched depending on your clusters and everything. Or I just leave them. But the only reason why I curl them is only because of I already know I want them to be like really like arched there, because they are my corners, and to be a little bit more dramatic and more like volume into them. But like I said, you don't have to because they are already curled, but it depends on how much you want them to be. But I just do it just so I know that they're clamped together, but also just because that they're like there and all that. And I am gonna go and put these on, which is the last roll, so these. But I could go into just putting only these on, but these would just make me like kind of like want it more natural than anything. So we're gonna see. You can always change up. You don't have to have the specific map out as like people say you do. It's your eyes, it's your choice, it's your lashes. Whatever feels right to you at the end of the day. I have an eye booger. Oh my god. My bad, guys. My bad. But what is it called? What you want to do is just go and make sure that you're doing everything okay and that you know what you want to do. And it's okay that things won't go out to plan and all that, because for me, whenever I do anything, nothing really does, especially these videos sometimes. So that's why you gotta work around it, okay? Never think something is too much of a problem for you. That is one thing I can give you of an advice on, because of you never can't do something. Never. You are possible of anything as you're capable of, okay? But what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go and put in these. But I don't know, I haven't used the last roll, as you can tell, but they all look about the same as the first. But we're gonna try out these. We're gonna try it out because you never know. And since my things aren't mapped out, it's like a guessing game the whole entire time. So that's fun. Not really. I'm taking this sarcastically. But besides that, this video is gonna be really long, so I'm probably going to leave how the thumbnail is, which I have not even, what is it called? Did anything, but anyhow. This one is gonna take me a minute to do it, but anyhow, it's okay. But besides the point, we are almost done for me, but if you want to keep going, you can. Just do it how I did the first two lashes, which is putting the lash glue on the edge thing like that, and then you're gonna also, I just dropped my bottle of glue. I'm so glad that was halfway close. You're gonna do it like that, and you're gonna put a little bit on the thing, a little bit, not too much where it's point like, oh my god, you can see the glue. We're gonna do a little bit, and for me, I'm gonna add a bit more to the other side because I only added a lot to one side, which that I did not want to do. And I went into it again where it's like taking off like too much and all that, because you know when you put too much it's like a kind of like a big glob. What I did was I just right away fixed it. But yeah, so right now I'm gonna go and put you guys like this and show you guys what I do is this. So you're gonna put it right there, but I'm gonna try to go and use my regular thing, but this is kind of gonna get up and personal. So I'm gonna double check with my mirror, but this is the placing where I'm gonna want my next lash to be at. That was the first ever time I did that, but it's okay because sometimes you gotta use your phone. But you want to put your next lash right there where it's close, not too much on top of the other cluster, but at least close enough to the point where you don't have it where it is directly on it. You could do that to make them more fuller and more dramatic, but in this case I don't want it as much dramatic as I already want it to be. So yeah, but as you guys can see of where I was at and how I actually did it, and I will show you how it went fully. So this is how it is. It is not on my lash line, you could tell, but you could go like that. The only reason why my inner corner, why I keep touching my inner corner, is because of earlier I got soap in my eyes. Besides of me having an eye booger, I got soap in my eyes. We are not gonna talk about it. A girl sometimes be going through it. But anywho, what you're gonna do is touch this like this. Make sure your hands are clean. I don't have dirty hands, so that's the reason why I'm touching my eye. So yeah, so please, and I mean please, wash your hands before you're doing this. But yeah, but the way how they look right now, I am actually really, really happy off it. Which this video had gotten upside down. My bad. I placed my phone wrong. But it didn't really show as much, but you'll tell. But anyway, but we're not gonna talk about it. But yeah. So besides the point, this is how it is, and that's just with 2. For me, I like it in a way where it's just 1, but I also like it where it's like 2, and it's like kind of like getting there in a way. But for me right now, I'm fixing the outer corner on my mirror that's up over here, and right here is because of I accidentally got a little bit of glue on it, so my bad, but it's okay. But besides the point, we did 2 lashes on this side, now I gotta do it this side. So I'm gonna see if I can do it on camera. If I can't do it on camera and you guys see me messing up so much, please don't judge. A girl can't work under pressure, okay? Okay, no joking, no just joking. Anywho, but besides that, yeah. But I think the next video I'm gonna post probably like directly after this one is you're gonna have to see for yourself. But I was gonna give you guys a spoil, but nah, because then it's just like you already know what the next video is gonna be about. But just keep a lookout, if anything. By keep a lookout, meaning like just go ahead and click on it and watch it next afterwards. But yeah, but besides the point, I just dropped all of that on me. Anywho, we're gonna try to see if this would work with me, because I be having my days where my lash clusters do not want to work for me for nothing. And then I have the days where it does, And the day where it does is the days I love a lot. The only reason why I hold them down and what is it called when I'm placing them is because of my lash tweezers that I'm dedicating them to keep, and I mean keep, getting lash glue on them, and it's like irritating me so badly because of every time they get lash glue on them, they like to stick everywhere. Ugh, I cannot do this. This eye is irritating me. Yes, I do have lash glue residue, which is okay because of, at the end of the day, it helps make your things stronger in my defense. But yeah, if you're a lash person and you're seeing this, don't judge. I did these on my own. I watched 2 TikTok videos and my friend doing them on me, to now doing them on my own. And I am not calling myself a professional, but at least experienced and all that. Which I gotta help my aunt do her lash clusters. And what exactly I told you guys not to do is exactly what I did do. Is put too much glue by accident. Which in my case or anyone else's case is gonna happen at least once or twice when you're putting on lashes. Which sucks. But it's okay. But yeah. But comment down below though of if this was helpful or not. If not, damn. If so, hey, I helped. But what you want to do is, after you place them, which I've been putting the glue down and then placing them up, my lash almost got stuck because of my increase. But you want to lift them up and everything, because like I said, don't panic if they get stuck on here. They're gonna get stuck on here because you're working with glue and you're putting them on. So it's gonna happen. But for me, the way how these are turning out is phenomenal in my case scenario. If you ever have trouble to placing, like I said, when you have irritation, push them up or push them to the side. They will still work with you. Okay? Do not think it is the end of the world, because it is not. It really isn't. And all I want to say is that if anything, everyone's eyes are different. So the way how they turn out for me is maybe not the way how it turns out for you, but it's okay. Everyone has different eyes. Everyone has different shapes. Everyone has different lashes too. That's okay. But like I said, this, if you want to go take a picture, do anything, that is the word. So screenshot that, take a picture, something, if you want the specific type that I'm using, which is the 3D Effect Silky Clusters for instant volume and glamour. So yeah, I kind of want to keep them like this, but for the sake of this video, I am gonna add in another thing, because yeah, just also too, just for the funsies, let's be dramatic, let's be extra for this orientation, because of these people are going to be the people that are going to see me for college. So it's okay. At the end of the day, it's okay, because they're gonna have to deal with me. If they're sick of me, then they're sick of me. I'm not gonna change for no one or nothing. So yeah. Hey, at the end of the day, do you, be you, everything. So yeah. So I kind of liked it how these came out, but I'm gonna either keep continuing with these or go on this, on the top. I should really go on the top because of, it'll be like, you know, a little bit more helpful and more smaller. But the sizing difference is this is smaller than these. Yes, it does look the same because of this being in the middle of them, but trust me, you could tell like they're an inch bigger. Do I analyze things a little bit too much? Yes, but it's okay. So what I'm gonna do is do my third one, which is gonna be like up to like right here, which I don't like to go all the way right here. The only reason why I don't go like all the way right here, yes, it kind of like does like throw a little bit off guard, but if you would actually see my actual lashes, it does not. So yeah, but it's okay. And right now I'm waiting for my eyelashes to dry a little bit while I'm talking. Yes, it doesn't seem like I was doing that and everything, but they are drying while I'm talking. And when I keep blinking a lot, it's also helping pushing them. But what is it called? Besides that, you want to let them wait for a bit before you put on your next lash, because of, if you're like me and you blink a lot, you are bound to go and have your eyes water. They're gonna water a lot, so you're gonna keep, like, you have either wipe them away or like just keep this up like that while you're blinking. And yeah, because potentially they could come off if the glue is not dried fully. If it's dried, then you should be fine. The way how it is for me, like, I'm usually fine whenever like I'm blinking so much or anything like that. So yeah. And these had lasted about, I would say, 3 days of me doing things, which was the first day was going to Six Flags. Then afterwards I did this. I didn't go to the zoo exactly, but that day I did go out to the Field Museum. So I was out in Chicago at the Field Museum, and that day was a lot of walking, a lot of wind in my face. The roller coasters at Six Flags for the first day when I was doing like all my activities for my senior activities, yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't record because of like everyone was like kind of like annoying me and I was getting stressed out. Anywho, but the first day was, like I said, Six Flags. The second day was going to the Field Museum with my sister and her boyfriend, and then ended up meeting up with my cousin and his girlfriend and their baby. So yeah, and which is my niece. I call her my niece, even though that's technically not my niece. That's my second cousin. But I am not, and I mean not, having my little baby cousin call me cousin when I'm like way older than her. I'm like about 16 years older than her. I am not. By why I say 16, even though I am about to be 18, and in August, is because of she's barely a year right now. She was born in August, which is like so cute. She's a Halloween baby, which is ironic because of my cousin, which is his sister, is also an August baby, which is like a lot. Both of his sisters are, so it's just like my pockets are gone. I had to buy gifts all in August. It's not fun, but it's okay. Let me go and get back onto topic. Yes, like I said, I do ramble, and I warned you guys, I ramble. What lash did I just put that on? Oh yeah, no, I didn't put that anywhere. See, I lose track. But anywho, I feel like that's what makes it like interesting on my videos, is because like I don't usually have a plan. I just wing it, and I just hope for the best that you guys like it. Which I want to say I am super proud and super happy that my videos have gotten up to 21 views in my third video, so which is the previous video before this, which I was so happy because yeah, improvement. But at the same time, my thumbnail like kind of messed up. Like I had made it and all that, but it kind of, what is it called, how would I say this, messed up, I guess, in the YouTube thing, to the point where like when I uploaded to YouTube and I like thought I had my thumbnail like right there, I guess I didn't press save and I accidentally pressed like a different picture. It did not go out well. I just had like a whole double chin out and everything. It was terrible. I was like, oh, I was so mad because of that, because I was just like, bruh, what the heck. I was like, that's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. But yeah, so that happened and I was just like, ugh. I was like, just my luck. But that's what made a little bit more people like look at it, and I'm hoping that some of them like actually took the time to actually like watch my video and not just like see the thumbnail and be like, oh, like let me go laugh at this girl and everything, let me like, you know, have my jokes. But I don't know, because no one really comments on here, and it's like I'm kind of sad off of that, because it's just like I would love to for someone to put like their info and like their 2 cents in my videos. So then it's just like, if it might be positive or it might be negative, it is okay to me, because at least it knows that someone's watching and someone is paying attention to my videos, or at least like liking would do great as well, because then it's just like you guys notice me. Oh, I think I put the eyelash in bad, but it's okay. I gotta fix it. But yeah, and it's just like, you know, then it could also be like, oh, like people do watch my videos, you know, and then like my family more of like being like, oh yeah, this YouTube thing is good for you then, you know, like stuff like that. But the way how things are going, I'm like, no, like as much as I am grateful for everything and I'm grateful for like all that, it's still, like I said, sad because of I don't have people commenting. But if you do end up picking this video, seeing this and liking me ramble like this, let me know. If you think I need to go and fix things, let me know too. So comment down below, give me a like, give me a dislike. Don't give me a dislike, actually, just leave it be. If you don't want to give me a like, then it's okay. You don't need to. So I take that back. Anywho, yeah, but just like let me know that you're watching, because then if I know you're watching, then I know, like, you know, how like I actually am interesting to y'all. So yeah, is this on right? Yeah, partially. Anyway, it's the way how they're coming out is perfectly good. See, I kind of like how this eye is, so I'm kind of glad that I kind of started doing that. Why does my eye look like that? Oh. The reason why there was like a little bump right there that I seen, I don't think y'all seen, but like there was like a little bump. It was just because of I had gotten a lash glue at the bottom of my lash, and it kind of like made a circle and made it look all weird. Made it look like I had something right there. I was gonna say, I was like, guys, y'all didn't tell me. No, I'm joking. But yeah, but besides the point, anywho, kind of like continuing off the bottom row of where I did, yes, I am indecisive, and yes, I don't know why I went this like off key. You don't have to do what I do. You could do whatever feels right for you. For me, I've been like kind of like winging it, but not winging it to the point where I don't know where I'm doing, but like winging it to the point where it's just like, you know, it goes good, you know. I'm not gonna stress about it, because of one thing about like doing your lashes or doing makeup in general, you don't want to go and like stress out about it to the point where it's just like it's not enjoyable for you. Because that's one thing like I used to hate that like I will be so stressed out, like say my eyeshadow wasn't coming out, something wasn't coming out, and like I was trying to be not an artist, but like trying to be so much, oh my god, I want this picture, I'm gonna like kind of like, you know, force myself to perfect it and look exactly like it, because of in reality it's not gonna be identical. And if you do identical, congrats to you. And yeah, but for me, I cannot. I can do it similar. I can't do it identical now. That is too much for me. Also, the reason why I got a bruise right here that you can kind of see is because of that is my, yeah, that's my burn mark. I thought it was on this arm. It was not. And that is because of I am creating a business and doing a business of just a bakery business, which meaning like it's just like a little side hustle and everything, but it's a small business here in Chicago. So yeah, so if anything, if you follow me on Instagram, I will be posting my menu soon, because right now it's in the works of me doing it. The reason why it's in the works is because of currently I'm still making all the stuff that's on my menu. Why do I have it on my menu already if I haven't already made it or baked it? Is because of I am having it for as future things and just basically like a goal. And like since it's there already, I gotta like, you know, kind of make the product already to perfect it. Oh my god, I almost went and poked on my eye doing that. Please be careful when you're doing lashes. That's all I can say. But yeah, but I am currently making all of this because of I cannot get a job yet. I want to work and I want to get a job, but for me, the timeline is not the best because of, for me, I have little brothers where I have to watch. The reason why I watch them is because of my mom works, my dad works, my sister works, which is my older sister. So since they all work, I am the only one who doesn't. So I am the one who takes care of the house, cleans the house, make sure they eat, make sure they brush their teeth, everything. I'm the one who does all of that. The reason why I'm the one that does all that is because of they are, yes, they are big enough to do it, but are they able to do it? No. Why does this lash seem like there's more? I put 3 on this one and this one, but I think it's because I overlapped this one a little bit more than I did the other one. Yeah, I did. I overlapped this one a little bit, way too much, because of the middle lash. It was kind of slanted, so it's okay. All we can do is fix that, and by fixing that is meaning like add another lash. So one is gonna have more than the other, but can you tell? If I fix it good enough, no. But if I can't, we're just gonna do my whole eyes. So it's okay. It is bound to happen. Yeah, you could tell. Anywho, I low-key thought you weren't gonna be able to, because then I was going to be like, nah, okay, I will fix it. But yeah, but besides getting back on topic, the reason why I don't got a job is because I gotta watch my brothers, and while like everyone else works in my family to and do that, even though I should be the one working and I should be going and doing all that, I am not, which is why I created the small business, because then it's just like, if I go and try to apply for a job now, which would be good, like I said, it wouldn't be the best for my time scheduling. Oh, I had to blink so badly. Is that my eyes got watery so bad. Oh my goodness. But like I said, I can't go and do my resume, get an interview, do all of that, because of I go back to school in August. It is currently the almost end of June. So it's like about like me working for 2 months, 2 to 3 months and all that, and then afterwards I go back to school. Which, yes, it still works out and all that, but not for a lot of jobs, because a lot of people took all the jobs. By took all the jobs, meaning like took most of the internships, which I would only be able to work as an intern than anything, because of I can only work in the summer right now, and most of all summer jobs are kind of like completely full over here and local around me, which is bad. And if I do a non-local, it's kind of like a hassle, because of I have, what is it called, no one to take me in, and I have to go and spend money on the trains and all that. I have to spend money on that, and then I have to spend money on like other stuff, and then it's just like, it's not the best thing to do, because of, have all that. Looking at it far, I'm okay. Right here, I'm okay. I'm not. Basically, they're gonna be sisters, not twins. And yeah, they look good, but my lashes are done. But besides the point, we're gonna move on, because I still want to get done with my story and explaining myself. But like I said, I don't want to go and apply and then afterwards like leave not that long later, and then it's just gonna look bad on my records and everything and ruin off of that, because my parents have not really let me work at all, because they told me always focus on school, focus on school, focus on school, which I do not blame them, and I actually do appreciate them a lot for it, because of I would have been stressed out if I was balancing high school and a job, because of I would be too tired, and I would be like, too very like, how would I say this, too tired, but I also be very drained, and that's something like I don't really want to do, because of my mental health. I really care about it to the point where it's just like, I'm not gonna go and let a job, like a scummy job, go and ruin that for me. So yeah, so I'd rather be my own boss and be my own thing and do my own like little orders from my little bakery business that I'm doing, which is, yeah. But I don't want to go and, like I said, stress myself out about that, even though it would be good to go, and yeah, but it's just like it won't go, because of I gotta leave to school in August 31st is when I start classes, but I move in August 28th, so I will be at school at the 28th. So yeah, I like this eyebrow, but I would be doing that, and which is just like, yes, it would be great, Like, and I mean great. If I were to be able to find a job, and yes, I would work. But doing just having that and also balancing taking care of my brothers, it's like, no, I can't. And especially like my dad, he works like every day, but sometimes not on Thursdays or Wednesdays, I think, or it's Tuesdays, I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't really keep track of their schedules of when they work. I just know that they're home, and if they're not, because sometimes it's unpredictable. But besides the point, he works and all, which is just like, you know, you work. But for him, it's like he can't really take care of my brothers because of he is working and he's the main one that's like kind of like our source of income, which is like, yes, it shouldn't be like that, but he is. But besides that, my mom works mornings and sometimes my dad does, depending on the day and depending on the call. But my sister works with my mom, and since she works with my mom, she's also on the same schedule. How do I like them? I feel like the other one's more thicker than this one. But I think it's just because they're right here. Oh my goodness. They're super like prompt in my mirror. My far away one. They're kind of like a little bit more in here. Also, my eyebrows are different is because of the lady. Messed me up a little bit. But also my eyebrows are also like that, so to each your own. But yeah. But like I said, it is a little bit like excuses, but it's not, because of most of all the things I'm telling is true. Well, not even most, all of it is true. It's just more of the fact that like, who's gonna watch my brothers, and I'm not gonna go and have them take them to my grandma, and she's gonna have to watch more kids and everything than what she already watches, because my like it's like a whole thing going on. So I'm not gonna let my grandma be stressed and watching them, even though she loves them to watch them. But it's just like she's not gonna go and watch them and everything. I'm not gonna go and let her do that. I'm gonna let her have her peace and everything, and I'm gonna watch them and like do what I have to do around the house, because if anything, I am the source of like cleaning, besides like my mom and like my sister and all that. So yeah, but like it's just like more of like I'm the main one that's cleaning a lot more in the house because of I'm the main one who stays home. So yeah, and it's just like stuff needs to get done around the house, and I know that like no one really wants to come home to a dirty house, so I've tried to like maintain that role and all that. So it's just like, in a way, I can if it's like after, when they all come home, but they all come home around like after 3, which is my mom and my sister. But my dad is like, sometimes he could be out all day, like, and just like, you know, come back all the way in the morning and all that. And it's like, you know, I don't want them to struggle and have to worry and everything, and especially paying other people, so I'd rather just do it. So yeah, but I am gonna be working in college. I am at this orientation. I am gonna sign up to do work study because of I am eligible for it. But all I know is that I'm gonna go and try to see if it would be good to do it. So yeah, but besides that, all I know is that my lashes are done. But I will probably update you guys maybe, which yeah. But besides that, hopefully this business goes out good, and hopefully everything else turns out well. So it's just like I don't have to go for an interview, because of that is nerve-wracking as heck. But go for an interview, go for everything else, and like, you know, kind of like do all that. And yeah, so then it's like I have a job, and then I also like am able to stay home and everything. So yeah, so there's that. But yeah, I will guys see you in the next one. But thank you for this video. So I want to say bye. Thank you guys, and hopefully this tutorial slash like talking sesh was helpful. So yeah, but these are how it turned out. Bye.